Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes shocked the college football world in week one of 2023, upsetting TCU by a score of 45-42 as a 21-point underdog on the road. Can the Colorado Buffaloes start hot again in 2024? Well, we're going to talk about it, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available at wagertalk.com. From now until August 31st, you can get all my football plays. That's college, NFL, and NFL preseason until the end of September for only $249. Why would you be interested in that? Well, I do my homework over the summer, and that has produced some pretty good results. Let me give you the numbers. The last 2 years in August and September with college football, 41-12. That's 77% winners. You look at college, NFL, and NFL preseason, the last 2 years in August and September, 70-24. That's almost 75%. Ladies and gentlemen, that will line your pockets with the green stuff, but there's no purchase necessary. You don't have to feel obligated to make any purchases here. You can feel free to absorb the content free of charge. The only thing I ask of you is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to keep on putting out these videos. Let's get into the pick. We got Colorado hosting North Dakota State in week one. Colorado's an 8-point favorite. The total is sitting at 59. As I mentioned, Colorado won on the road in week one last year in shocking fashion. Then they went home and beat a pretty solid Nebraska team by a score of 36-14. And you look at that Nebraska team, their style of play, perhaps similar to what they'll face here with the North Dakota State Bison. The Bison are not a team to be overlooked. They're 6-time FCS national champs in the last 10 years alone. They're coming off a bit of a down year. Their coach bolted for USC, and they've hired first-time head coach Tim Polasek. I don't know too much about him, but as I said, first-year head coach, first game on the road against an FBS team. It could be a bit dicey for him. I do not want to lay the points with Colorado, though. A lot of question marks on the defense. I think the offensive line is the big concern that everybody's talking about. They allowed 56 sacks last year, and it's not like they hit the transfer portal and brought in a lot of new guys. I do think they will be better, though. I think through coaching, strength and conditioning, I think they have to improve on those numbers. And, of course, you got Shadur Sanders at quarterback. He threw for 510 yards and 4 touchdowns in week one last year. Played pretty well again at home in their home opener against Nebraska. Travis Hunter, they've got plenty of talent, future NFL stars on that Colorado team that's going to be facing this North Dakota State Bison team. As good as they are, I think Colorado is going to get their points. This Buffaloes team averaged 35.5 points per game at home last year, and I think they're going to get their points. I'm not too excited about laying the points with Colorado based on the fact the Bison have won 6 of their last 7 versus FBS teams. They beat Kansas, Minnesota, Colorado State, Kansas State, Iowa State, Iowa, and then lost their last game against an FBS team to Arizona in a nail-biter. They would have covered the spread in that game, but they lost to Arizona in 2022. So I'm going to look at team totals. There isn't currently team totals available at most books, but as I've said in the past, if you have the spread and the total, it's a simple formula to calculate what the team totals are going to be. As an example of that, if you have a 10-point favorite and a total of 50, the projected final score is going to be 30-20. And with a spread of 8, a total of 59, the projected final score here looks like 33.5 to 25.5. Of course, you cannot score half points, but I'm expecting Colorado's team total to be in the neighborhood of 33.5, and that is going to be the play. I like it up to 35.5. As I said, that is what they averaged last year. Coach Prime did have his team ready to go in week one. I think that's going to be the case again. I think Colorado gets off to a hot start, possibly a similar poor finish, but as far as week one goes, the play is on the Buffaloes, team total over 33.5. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you've got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, you hit me up in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.